welcome to How to IT Videos. Today we're going to talk about computer recycling. If you have a box or a garage full of digital junk, do not throw it away. There's a couple good reasons why you shouldn't throw your computer products away or your electronics away. One, many states have laws that actually regulate and prohibit you from doing so. The other thing is just caring about your environment. So let's take a look at some of the things in the box. What might be considered valuable or useful to a computer reseller or computer recycler? We have obviously two old beastie computers, keyboard, looks like I have an old cell phone in there, old CD or Walkman or something of some sort, old VHS tape player. I don't know why we have that, but basically all these things have some type of value. Whatever you might have, old laptops, whatever. So if you go through digital products fairly frequently, this may be a good option for you. The laws may vary by state and country. There are a number of larger directives outlined, including the WEEE directive in the EU, the WEEE directive, National Computer Recycling Act, Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, Electronic Device Recycling Research and Development Act, e-waste, and also HIPAA requirements. If you just want to get rid of your products and give it to the right people, look out for your local events. Recycling companies might set up an event over at a shopping center, things of that sort. If you are trying to kind of get a value from the products that you have, there's a couple things that you're going to have to do. One, you're going to have to probably lower your expectations on the value of the products that you have. The second thing to do would be to catalog your products. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing this. Just basically write a simple list of the brand name and the part number or model number that you might see on the product. Be sure to include any original documentation, software, anything that goes with the computer that may seem like it's not worth anything to you. I would go ahead and include that as well. The third thing to do is provide an accurate description of the condition that your products are in on your list. If it's used, if it's broken, if the LCD is broken, if the keyboard's missing the key, if maybe your computer doesn't boot up, that sort of thing. Anything that's significant about the product, I would add that to your list. The next thing I would do, consider data destruction. You can try to remove your hard drive from your computer if you're savvy enough to do that, or you can go on and reformat with whatever software you had if you have the time for that. Some places do specialize in data destruction. Go to your favorite search engine, whether it's Google, Bing, or whoever you use. Go and just go to the search box, type in computer reseller or computer recycling or used computers. Computer resellers typically buy, break down, collect, and sell computer products. Computer resellers also tend to repair computer products as part of a value add or to basically get more money in return for the products after they've added that value. We're going to go into computer recycling. And let's do it for the local area. We want to go ahead and see what we can come up with to try to do the best for the environment, since that's what we're doing this for in the first place, right? Recycle San Diego. So here you go. So this would be a perfect company to give a call. They got their number, they have email, I'm sure they have everything you need here to go ahead and do what you need to do. A lot of these companies offer pickup, as I mentioned earlier, or they might provide you with the shipping number at the end of your whole transaction. The other thing we might search for is used computers. Keep it local again, Used Computers San Diego, and of course we've got a couple directories thrown out here. We have Recycler San Diego, Carl Computing Services came up for the paid stuff. If we drop on down lower, we get a couple other options here. Used Computers San Diego Wholesale and Export, PC Wholesalers. So there you go. People like this are selling used computers already, so they must be trying to buy used computers, repair computers, support maintenance companies. These are the kinds of things that these people specialize in, and as you can see down here, even on this website, we're going to kind of back up. This particular website shows want to buys, okay, and by no means are we affiliated with this website, know who these people are. It's all on you to figure out, do your own background check in and research to figure out who you're dealing with, or go and pay people a visit. That's usually a very good way to get familiar with the company that you're dealing with. In this case, though, they have want to buys. I'm going to click on that. Okay, and it says no requirements at this time, but maybe it's something where they're not really updating their website on this piece, and for the fact that they even have it on their website as a message they're trying to send out to the public, that would tell me that it's a good idea to give them a call and talk to somebody there at the location if you can. There are a couple companies that we have worked with in the past that do deal in specialized equipment. DeltaPeripheral.com does use tape drives. They might be interested in your product. There's TamiyaTech.com, who we've also dealt with. They tend to buy and sell used computer products as well. And there's a number of other computer companies out there. Any of those, same thing. You would have to work out your own deal, work out your own terms. This is just strictly advice in terms of how to get started, where to look, what to talk about. But of course, every experience and transaction is going to be, up to you and who you're working with to make that successful. Once you contact a computer reseller or computer recycler, you might be prepared to get qualified in terms of the value or what you expect for the product. Some computer resellers and recyclers get a little bit of a thrill of trying to figure out, how good of a deal they can get. So be ready to play that game if you're a haggler or if you like to do that. You do have to keep in mind that computer recyclers, computer resellers, they are a business and they do not have a lot of time to haggle with you over maybe a small order, a small purchase. So keep that in mind as you're working with them. In some cases, the reseller or recycler may be willing to pay for shipping as well. If they're not close enough that you can drive by and drop it off, they might actually provide you with UPS or FedEx shipping number to go ahead and send that product to them. Some of these old products do have a significant amount of value. The last thing you need to keep in mind is that if you do find a home for your computer products, is pack them up with a good amount of packing. If you have any bubble wrap around, if you have any foam, newspaper doesn't work too well, so that way the products end up at their destination the way they left. And that'll give the recycler, reseller more value in the products and make it easier for you to go ahead and work with them again down the road.